with that, I've ended my semi-academic portion of the presentation, and I'm going to turn to Mariano, because of course he is very much the fruit of the Siderman family's commitment to human rights. And you know, every Siderman Fellow that we've had has been an absolute pleasure to have here. All of the Siderman Fellows are chosen by Fulbright. The Fulbright Commission in Buenos Aires does an outstanding job in really finding brilliant individuals who are working in the human rights field. Mariano has extensive experience working for the grandmothers of the Plaza de Mayo, basically reuniting families of disappeared children with their grandparents, and pushing for prosecutions of the military officers involved in making that happen. In Mariano's case, well, I had to constantly reassure my constitutional law section that he wasn't part of the curve. He was simply brilliant in class, and that was echoed by every faculty member who worked with him. He also wrote a simply brilliant paper in my human rights seminar that hopefully we'll be publishing here at Southwestern, because it merits publication. And so with that, let me turn to Mariano.
Thank you. Good evening. It's such an honor for me to be here today. I guess I should say that it's also a pleasure, but to be honest, I feel rather nervous now. So I was asked to tell you in a couple of minutes how was the experience of being the Siderman Fellow this year. And believe me, that is not easy, because this year was so intense and so full of great experience that I would like to share with you. That is really hard to me to spread that in just a few words. But I will try to keep it short, don't worry. When I think what the Siderman Fellowship meant to me, of course, the first thing I think is that it gave me the opportunity to fulfill my LLM degree in this great school here at Southwestern. I had the opportunity to learn from an amazing faculty, very committed with teaching law, with this fully commitment with the process of learning and with the full dedication to the students. And I could do that in exceptional conditions, because I didn't have to worry just for even a second about my living expenses. I just could focus on my classes, on my studies, on learning. And I think that I could fortunately take advantage of that. The Siderman Fellowship also allowed me to meet wonderful people. During this year here in the US, I have made many relationships, not only in the academic field and professionally, but I have met new friends, and that is the most important for me, and I'm sure that those relationships will endure. I had the privilege of having Professor Jonathan Miller as my advisor. He always embarrassed me when he speaks about me in public, so this is my time for revenge. He was so unbelievable. He was, no matter how busy he was, and he's always busy, he always was available for me to listen to my concerns, to give me a piece of advice, and to push me a little bit to give the most of me. And I can't imagine how this experience would have been without him. So I will be always thank you for that. And finally, I think that the Siderman Scholarship gave me something that I certainly couldn't find in Argentina. It gave me perspective. It gave me the opportunity to think about my own practice as a human rights lawyer, and it gave me the opportunity to think about the future. And when I look backward, I realize and I can appreciate the importance of many things that I was doing in Argentina as a lawyer for the grandmothers of Plaza de Mayo. And I can also see many things that we were doing wrong and that we can do better and we can improve. Actually, part of these reflections were written in that paper that Professor Miller was just mentioning. And when I look forward, I now can see a future full of new possibilities, new ways to continue working for human rights in Argentina, and new opportunities that I have never imagined before. So in a word, it allowed me to think bigger and to be a better prepared lawyer and person to this fight in Argentina for human rights. So to finish, I just want to express my sincere and profound gratitude to the Siderman family for making this possible, for giving this opportunity. But also I want to express my gratitude and my admiration for your fight for accountability, for justice, and for your decision to continue that fight even today, giving Argentinian lawyers in human rights the opportunity to come here and become better lawyers and be better advocates in my country. And I also want to thank the Southwestern family for having made this experience so great. And I will always remember every one of you. And if I want to say just one last thing, I hope that this program will endure and we will have many Siderman scholars. And I hope that you invite me again when you celebrate the 10th anniversary. Thank you.